there was another space that he went to in practice and performance, and I'd just spoken to him. It was better, John. It was different. It was higher. It was more elevated, and he was just so locked in. And JK coming here with things to prove and back into this space, I was really pleased to see them what they could do.
Hey, Coach. The offensive line, after the game, I saw several of the offensive line giving Josh Connolly Jr. big hugs and high fives. So what do you have to say about what you saw from him today?
Yeah, we knew this is going to be a tough matchup, just with the style of Burns and Carter are going to be there, Thibodeau, and like good matchups, good tough things. But one thing that I've learned about Connolly, like he really does like a challenge. And in the early part of training camp, Kenny, was good. I was seeing it, and then we went to New England. And it elevated. And when you are a young player and you get your first start, there's things you like, things you don't. Same with Amos, to say, okay, you got a PI. I thought it was a good aggressive play. How do we learn from it? And so the fact that it'll be a division game, now he'll have something to pull back on for when we play them, weeks from now. So all of those things matter. Like the younger you are, man, like you want to eat experience. I need him. I need every bit of it. And so you grow, you make mistakes, you fail some, you do well, and then he's the type of player that does learn from it. And so that's kind of what happens as you grow, and they seem to grow faster, when you have the mindset, like, I'm not going to do that again. I liked how this went, and Josh certainly has that.
When you talk about play style and identity, Nick Ballore had a big play on special teams. So
Yes.
Can you share about what, he brings to the special teams unit?
Yeah, it's more than just the speed. It's the physicality, the tackling, the matchups, because Nick, he can absolutely fly. That's like, as a special teams, featured player, that's the superpower and the speed. But the physicality, I thought it was a good hit, man. The ball almost looked like it was going to come out. It didn't, but he is really, somebody that we lean on in that way. We felt like, we got a lot of cleanup on that area too. The protection wasn't like we quite like. The kickoff coverage part was good. I thought it was strong and tough like we like, but we got plenty of work to do. That's usually where you see it, and you build it, and then you build it. In the first month, it's ups and downs, and, you're trying to clean things up to have this many penalties. I was pissed, but back to Ballore, I just think he's somebody that's so consistent and helps develop others. It's a big part of, who we are and identity and attitude.
Coach, you talk about the things that you need to clean up.
Yep.
Does the option no longer exist in this game to clean those things up with starters in preseason football?
Meaning like getting more turns and reps?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still exists. I think that's fair, to get more turns, and how do you balance back and forth. I thought the penalties went down and then they climbed back up again today. But, yeah, it's definitely, a factor into it.
Coach, you mentioned
sometimes just the health and the injuries factor in it too during training camp. But, yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You mentioned Amos earlier, but the young secondary out there today, they competed. You saw some feistiness, combativeness. Speak on their play today and how you like them.
Yeah, this is a strong receiving core. We thought, coming in, I thought the strength of New York was, receivers, D-line, and those would be kind of the areas that they would push us and test us. I thought Russ is somebody that can just throw a fantastic deep ball, and they did test us. So to see us battle for it downfield, I thought that was a big, step in the right direction for us, knowing that's how you got to play. That's what life outside is. And to see them deliver, that was a big piece for us.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Test, test.
I know you've run that jet sweep a million times, but I just wonder what it looked like today on this team with the blockers you had in front of you and finishing it the way you did.
First of all, it started up front. It started with, the offensive line, and then Luke just getting a great pin block and just following the guys all the way to the end zone, and I just did what I had to do.
Debo, when you thought about coming here and about playing with Jaden, is this kind of what you thought it might look like, and the connection you could have with a guy like that?
I didn't know what it was going to look like, to be honest, just getting here. But as the flow kept going throughout OTAs and camp, how well we was connected, we just started to build chemistry, and we just showed it today.
Is there a good number of carries for you in a game? Like, do you like to run the ball a certain amount of times?
I like to touch the ball, for sure.
Touches all for you?
The
Or
right
a good number for
the
you?
right number is the right number.
Yeah. Last year, this team needed a lot of Jaden and a lot of Terry late to kind of win games, and I just wonder what you think you and Bill and some of the other guys here now can maybe do to ease that burden off of them this year.
Our goal is to come out there and just be the best self that we can and win games, for sure. Jaden and Terry and the rest of the guys had a outstanding season last year. Hopefully, we just take it game by game and just see how the season goes.
Pretty decisive win over division rival, 1-0. Jaden came in here and said things were sloppy. No, wasn't super happy about it. Like, do you feel like you guys left some things out there?
Oh, for sure. I had 2 drops. We had a couple penalties kind of set us back. You never want to be in second and long, third and long, so little minor things like that. But we got the win, and we just move on past it and just try to correct it. We got a short week this week.
Hey, Debo. I know when we sat down prior to even the preseason beginning, we talked about that silly offseason narrative that you lost your speed, that you had lost your edge. Do you think this performance from you today, a personal statement was made?
I just go out there and just do my job, and I mean, they have something to say. It don't affect the way I come in and come to work every day.
Defense today.
Oh yeah, the defense look amazing. Definitely start with the guys up front. And the secondary, we've been playing against them all camp, and they just show what they've been showing week in and week out in camp.
Debo, you mentioned playing on a short week. You've done it before, but how do you mentally and physically prepare for playing a division game today, then traveling on the road to play the Packers on Thursday night? How do you get ready for that?
The main thing is, get as healthy you can for the quick week. Not too much going to be full speed, because I think DQ does a great job of taking care of the guys and giving the guys enough time to recover and get their body right. So, like I just stated, we got a short week. Just take care of our body and just get ready for Thursday.
Hey, Debo, obviously you guys are working in some new pieces. How do you think that process is going for you personally and the team, just kind of getting all the new pieces? Are you guys further ahead than you thought you might be at this point?
Kind of like what Jay said. We had a little ups and downs through this game. We got out of it with a win, but like I just stated, this week we're just going to get better and just go out there and try to get the win on Thursday.